Hello everybody and welcome back to the Realistic Formula Championship. This time, it's time for RFC2, Formula 2 cars, for the first time this season, and it's around Monza, the quickest circuit. Should prove a challenge, but hopefully the drivers are ready for it. And today I'm joined by Liam, once again, for
Hello.
this race.
Well, technically an opener for F2, but it's just a mini championship to keep the grid active before we actually start the confirmed season.
Right,
in
now
a
we
few
see how many players
months.
we have on the grid.
I think we're doing good. Some are free agents, to be fair.
Actually, this is...
Do you have all the same graphics, I'm guessing, from last
Yeah,
time?
well, a lot of them. Well, hang on. How many drivers have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. Wait, we've got 22. Oh no, but there's like real F2 drivers at the bottom of the thing. No, I saw like STA and I was thinking, Statler, what's he doing here? No, that is... no, that is not. So, how am I going to get rid of them? I mean, well, I could just crop off the bottom, however many of the leaderboard. Well, we'll see how it pans out, because if there's more people that join. Right, here we go.
An F1 driver thought I was in the F1 lobby and was asking for an invite.
Not today, buddy.
What's it? Jimbo seems quite cocky. He used to race in F1 before, like 2 seasons ago. He's back now, hasn't raced in ages, and personally, he's slow as fuck. So we'll see how he performs, and it's cool to have a league on F2.
Yeah, this is going to be confusing. Like, who is anybody? What teams are they? Right, so who is Jimbo out of all of these? Campos,
It's Gordon Rambo.
Tropics.
He's Gordon.
Right.
Gordon Rambo.
Right, he's the
like.
Oh, right, he's literally Ram. Right. I see.
What's that guy doing?
Not entirely sure, to be honest.
Oh, you got no ERS at either, so no ERS management. You can just practically push where you like. You just got to rely on your tasks.
Yeah, right. We have a lap here. Connor Gamer. On board into the second chicane. Oh, in the gravel. And that is not going to be the best way to do a lap around this circuit, that's for sure.
He's always saying, I'm going to touch your diffusers. It's good that we also have F1 literally on at the moment with practice, and then have a lobby. Keep enjoying it.
It's so funny that they're both on the same track and not colliding or anything. We'll just ignore that.
No, they just they built a new one.
They copied it and transported it to another place.
Right, hold on, I'll be back for a bit.
Okay.
Outside the show.
The ART sets the fastest time, now beaten by Werner God in the AIX. Got a few drivers making their way towards the end of the lap. This is S092 SLSII. We'll stick with that. Making way up to the line. And also being an invalid lap. So that is not ideal. And sending it very deep into the first sector, into the first chicane. Now this is here up to the line. And that was an invalid lap, was it?
Right, I am back. Anything happened?
Not particularly. I'm just trying to work. I'm trying to work out who people are, to be honest. So.
Oh, we have a little bit of a spin going on here with Luzco.
I should probably put the map on, then I would actually see what's going on. Right. So, right, Luzco.
What's the
first chicane?
My iPad. I want to see the stream, see what like the names look like.
I'm confused, but we'll stick with it. A few people I've got, like I've set them up properly. Like Edward is just EDW, so that's easy. Other people,
yeah,
I need to work on, and also there's like IRL F2 drivers in amongst all this. I can crop that off eventually, but they all need to set that up.
Stream up two things at once. By the way, like on the same account.
Well, it's pretty difficult to stream one, so let alone two.
Because we have to make another Twitch account for like.
Oh no, you could. I think if you're on YouTube, you can stream two at the same time. That's what you meant. I don't know about Twitch.
YouTube, you can make like two different accounts, like RFC, F1, F2.
Oh, RFC,
but I don't think they won't cross over. Shouldn't be too long.
I don't know.
People are saying I'm going to win the championship, by the way. I was esports.
Dropux setting the fastest time. Luzco not finding the pace.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
That mistake.
Still nice. Is this our own custom one then? Because I see the RFC2 at the top.
There's RFC2 at the top.
Luzco is spinning everywhere, and he's...
No, the annoying thing is that the F124 kind of gets in the way, but that wouldn't happen if the real-life drivers were not appearing on there. But for some reason, I don't think that will happen in the race, but I think it's because they're still available to be taken over, kind of, that they're just on there. But I can try to take that away in post or something.
Quite a big time difference, don't you think? I mean...
What, Luzco?
See if there's any issues going on, but no, I don't think there is.
So, Rio Harris. So, maybe throughout this first little bit, I'll try and see if I can add as many drivers as I can to the thing. So player is in third, so I can't change their name. So who is fourth? Rio Harris. So should I just put that to Harris or like HAR?
Wait, who?
Rio Harris, right? Fourth place.
Yep.
So that's now HAR. We got sixth place.
Yeah.
Something Werner. Is it like?
Wait, I've got.
Werner God. Right, I'm just going to change them to WER.
We're gonna have 18, which is crazy.
Yeah. Right. So
free agent seats, because I don't know, the Alpine TP has a full entire academy.
Oh.
Let me see what else.
So spin.
But no, not full, but like empty. Alpine both empty and no TP. B Carb 1 empty, no TP. And everything else is full.
Yeah.
Those come on meeting the limits. It's just wow. For some reason, Aaron, one of my F2 people, they decided to leave. Same with Alex. Not Alex, Alfie in F2. He did message me though saying, I can't be furthers anymore, so it's a fair point.
Yeah, because that was what was going on before. Because I was saying, well, AIX have lost a driver, but the AIX team principal was seeming to say that they hadn't lost a driver, but it's definitely a driver lost.
Come on, Rambo. I'm going to root for him today. Luzko is so off the pace. What?
Yeah, Luzko did get sacked before in F1, I think. I don't know. He's on the comeback.
Yeah. He's on that new arc, but up in front, Drop X. That's quite close-ish, really. Like the top three.
Yeah, but I mean, they've all got the same cars now, so like.
Yeah. I won't complain about the car.
If you're 2 seconds off, then a bit of a problem.
The annoying thing is, it shows like on this one, the Prem one, then on the cockpit part.
Oh yeah.
What's it? I know when he's like left now, but Tom, he was like a graphic designer and he was really good. But he was saying with F3 we could do it on like Assetto Corsa, but it's like RFC. It's kind of just like F1, like the game.
Like it's difficult if like because you need like mods and all, and that's like PC basically.
We'll just keep it on the same game. It'll just be like wild cards, and if they do add F3, don't think they will, but if they do, it'll be great.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can add anybody else because this is gonna be annoying.
Where did Jim make it? Rambo, I mean. Damn, 7th. That's not bad.
My keyboard is not working.
Yeah, you can just do lap after lap, really.
Yeah.
You don't have to like.
Right. Do you know who Square Boo 77 is in the server at all?
Oh yes, you can see reagent.
But do you know what his like name is in the server?
Yeah. I'm just gonna have a look because he said, "Can you change my name to that?"
Okay.
It's Toby.
What, he wants it changed to Toby?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
well, that's his user anyways. But he wants his his Discord user to be changed to his user one, which makes sense. So then we can know who he is.
Yeah.
But with the leaderboard.
Yeah, I'll just set it to Toby. I'm gonna just change a couple others and then I'll.
There's not a lot of players, to be fair. You've got one.
Yeah, there's not many. It's mainly like people that I haven't updated, like by adding.
Yeah.
You know.
There's only 3, which isn't bad.
Right, who is Con? Connor Gamer. Are they? What are they in the server? Are they Connor?
They are actually. He's under contract, like one of my teams. I think it's the Aston Martin one. AIX. It's literally just Connor. That's his name. It's Connor Gamer.
Is his name in the servers also Connor Gamer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then I just need to do Luzco, and then I think I've done like everyone. Main.
I can check this actually. Liz, is he actually under a team or not?
I think so. He signed for the V-Carb team. No, Red Bull actually.
Doesn't really say his name. It just, I guess you can just put.
What is his name in the server?
Bluzco, which is the same as his
Well, then I'll just then I'll just put it to that, but I can capitalize it and like make it.
Yeah.
Well, I can make the 3 letters capital basically.
The people that haven't done it, so who are a player, are Zlowski, but he's in.
Right, who's VXR? Vertical. Are they vertical in the server?
Oh, VX. Yeah, they're free agent as well. I'll
Are they
check
called
though.
Vertical?
Pretty sure
Or are
that
they
is
called
a user.
VX? What's their name in the server?
Another. Wait, maybe. I'm trying to see. I just maybe can. VXR. No. Wait. I cannot find him.
Right, who is CISDSPN? They were talking to me before.
Oh, I think they're free agent as well. I can't find. Let me have a look. See who I can
Daniel.
find.
Right, that's Daniel over here.
Yeah, the third one. Oh, I think that's another one actually.
Right, there we go. That's basically everybody apart from the players. Okay, now I might actually understand what's going on. And let's have a look at what the actual action's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll none of that. We'll actually get to the comments.
No, well,
In the
this is
graphics,
just
it's
this
nice.
is just kind of like a round one thing. Like it's a test thing mainly. This F2
Yeah.
championship. So
It's like F2's just come a thing, and
yeah,
it's like
I'm not too bothered about making sure every action is covered. But
they'll get a special role, but no, like all these people here are adding nothing. Imagine. But the contracts are quite low. Like I know some are like 500k. I mean, it's not really low, but
they're more than me as a team principal. 10 quid.
and that Alfie guy, he left like an hour ago, and the TPI signed for F2. He signed someone straight away. I was like, oh, thanks. Actually doing his job.
Yeah, right. So the players we've got are George Cogger and a few other people near the bottom of the grid. George Cogger's the highest one, so I remember. Right.
George Cogger and then 17 Machiavelli.
Yep, 17th place has just moved up to 15th. Anybody else? Daniel here? It's too many Daniels.
Quite a lot in the pits. But Striker Boy's on a decent map, I believe. Oh, looks clean. I'm not sure if he's up.
Yeah, Striker Boy is the one coming to last corner now, so we're right on board.
He's in one of my teams, I think. Yep. No,
Is he?
maybe
He's the guy who just moved, remember? I think he's the guy who just moved to McLaren.
Oh, yeah.
Right, crosses the line, moves into 12th. Next driver, we got... He's coming into the pits. Vertical, or whatever we're going to say is him. 16th place. I believe he's just starting a lap.
He's going to go again, I'd imagine, if he's got a few.
Luzco's starting a lap, and we'll maybe see a lap just to see what the actual pace is looking like.
Is Striker Boy going for another lap as well?
Striker Boy.
No, 3 tenths down.
Yeah, Striker Boy's nearly 3 tenths down for a sector.
1 up on this time. Mac. I'm just trying to...
Oh, is that the driver in 15th? Yeah,
not sure where this will put him, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's one of the players.
Like 11th, maybe? What? Did you think go up? I said set a better time. Obviously not. Maybe it was valid, you know. Yarrow, or Yarrow, I don't know how to say it. He's 9 tenths up. What's that? That'll put him in 11th or 12th position. We'll see.
Steve Connor also
Let's
about to
go on
finish
a better lap.
out.
Only 1.8 seconds down on this one.
Nope. Didn't go up.
Stays in that 17th position. Let's go to the Parabolica. Quite
14th.
easy.
Yeah.
And runs quite wide. And now to the line. And moves up to 15th. So, better lap. Driver in 17th position. Currently
The top
finding
half.
time.
I mean, from
The
first
high
to seventh,
tech here. High tech finding time.
I want to see Rio. He's on his outlap now, but see if he improves. He's just got to make 4 attempts.
And that's 15th for the high tech. Zoggy is just going to start a lap, I believe, or has invalidated on this one. What's Rambo? Just starting up as well, maybe. And behind him is Daniel, who's coming into the pit lane. Then it's Connor Gamer. Oh, who runs into the gravel at the Parabolica. And that is not going to help the AIX driver. As
I hope he improves.
14th place driver has invalidated. Who is 14th? I need to memorize the players. Right, that's Gyro. Right, Gyro, and the other player is Johnny. Johnny, that gives flashbacks.
You think majority are never raced an FC before? Doubt they have.
Yeah,
Well,
this
a league
is
race, definitely.
yeah, this is a new thing for a lot of them. We'll see how this Gyro gets on. 14th place. Yeah, Gyro has invalidated. But that was short-lived. We'll now watch his teammate here. Zoggy moves into 12th. Now, you want to be at least in the top 10, because otherwise, if you're outside the top 10, you're not going to get the benefit of the sprint kind of ordering.
You don't want to crash in the sprint either. I'll just keep it cool, collective in the sprint, and then pick it up in the race.
I mean, you can go for it in the sprint, though, because, like, you just get set back to your qualifying position anyway for the race. So, like, this is qualifying for the race. The sprint will reverse the top 10. The race will then follow this order. George Cogger has left the session, as Rio Harris makes his way towards the Parabolica to complete this latest lap. Just over 6 minutes to go. Dropbook still leading the way. What's Rio Harris? Gott doesn't find an improvement and stays in that 4th place.
Yeah, I think today's race can be more like everyone's gonna see how everyone else races,
And then maybe next week, improve off it more.
Yeah, or they might just go full guns and then crash everybody out.
Elbows out, first corner, 5 crashes. Like real life F2, just shambles.
Somebody's engine breaks down, even though engines are not supposed to break down in this. That's what happens in real F2. So, Vertical, or whoever he is going to start this latest lap in the Prema. And the car looking very snazzy, but has it got the pace in that setup and with the driver to find a lap time closer towards those front runners? In a little bit of a gap
Really? Oh no,
between
really?
the next car.
I was hoping like that.
Vertical,
I do like the
vertical.
F2 cars though. The spoilers at the back just pop with flames. They sound nice as well.
Yeah,
This
they're
is,
not
I reckon, new
bad
game
cars.
take a while for the new F2 cars to come out.
Yeah,
Always
but
it's
the
like
new F2 cars will be the same as these F2 cars. They'll just be. I mean, they might update them slightly, but this was the main update for F2. Like this, they changed the cars.
they
Now,
changed the
now they
car.
match. They match more similar to real life F1.
Definitely. But are they changing in 2026 for the F1 cars? Are they just staying the same?
I mean, they kept the other ones a long time. The other F2 cars they had before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if.
But they all look identical now because the 2026 one is smaller. It looks more like the F2 car, really. If you think about it,
I
like
mean, it's a lot more complex though. At the end of the day, but
is there any reserves that are in here that were in that have raced in F1? I don't think Connor maybe has he raced?
The Dropbox is raced in F1.
Oh yeah, definitely. He done good, didn't he? Got a few points.
Yeah, in the Red Bull. Jumped in Australia, if I remember correctly. Did decently well. Had a few crashes. I don't know if it. I can't. I remember a crash between him and a McLaren, but I think the McLaren kind of just got yeeted in the wall, so I don't think that was.
What those turn one?
Nothing happened to him, but then he also jumped in Austria, and I believe finished 10th. Was it Austria or was it Spain? I think it was the Sunshine also drove for Red Bull one race, and Dropbox, that might have been Spain.
They're just there to finish. I'll have a look actually on results. Have you got a little championship up for F2? Have you got like a?
Well, we haven't got any championship for F2. If I press the championship button right now, it's going to say the F1 championship from before the last round because I haven't updated it yet or anything. Look, here we go. That's the championship. Yeah. Things.
Lovely. Well, we could also make it like an academy championship, like put F2 and F1 together.
Yeah.
As in like points wise, but like that could just be a stat, not like anything special.
Yeah.
Or like combined constructors or something. I'm gonna have a look at the results actually, see if I can find Dropex, see where he's been placing.
I think he drove in Spain and Australia for sure.
He's gone straight into the pit lane, Dropex. He's missed the pit lane. And
5-place grid penalty. Collision with Edward.
What did he do?
Collision with Edward. So currently, that puts him down to 6th.
Ah. I recorded it. I didn't see what happened, but I recorded it.
Yeah, that was not on the side of the circuit that I was looking at, but we'll see. Is the driver in 5th position? Challen
I have found out
finds an
Dropex
improvement.
performance. You got it right, yeah. Austria. He got P10.
Austria, yeah. Did he drive in Spain?
George Cogger, he raced. I didn't know. He raced as well.
Did he? Or
He was in
that Whoa! Someone's just completely done a Sebastian Vettel and cut.
He was in a Sauber. Austria P17.
What, George Cogger? Yeah, I won't remember that because I wasn't there at Austria. Yeah.
Let's see. Was he in any of us? No,
Most
I
likely
think
not.
he's just a reserve. Spain did. Let's see.
No, Exotics here has invalidated. What are the drivers behind doing?
Dropex did race, but he DNF, so.
10th position is also invalidated. What is the driver in 9th? Werner. Is Werner on a lap? No, Werner not on a lap. Rambo has invalidated. Everybody's invalidating. What's going on? 5th position, Rio Harris has found time in the 1st sector, not in the 2nd sector. Crosses the line. Doesn't find anything. Next driver, Edward, into the pit lane. Zoggy here, invalidated as well. All invalidating. What is going on? No, driver in 16th position finding an invalidation. This qualifying is really turning into a fest of invalidations. Another invalidations for the driver in 15th. 14th is Luzko, but
Rambo's 2
Luzko
temps down. He's improving
not on a push lap.
on a lap.
18th
not on a lap.
position, Connor has finished qualifying now.
Is Mac on a lap? Oh, he's invalid.
No, Rio Harris, just as we change, was on a lap, found time, but just spun it between the Lesmos, really.
So
For the
Edward will
second
take
Lesmo.
pole.
And there's a driver retired there at the side. Is
that right? Edward will take pole? Because JobX has that penalty.
yeah, Edwards takes pole position unless... Is there anybody else? I don't think anybody now is on
Oh,
a
and he
lap.
spun it again. Rio Harris into the gravel.
Yeah, this is Connor crossing the line. A few more drivers just to cross the line to confirm, but that looks like that is it.
Yeah. Intel from Edward about him and DropX. He was trying to get a toe, so he goes into the pits, cuts out last second, and gives some damage. I have to see.
Deep Moon might be busy.
Yes. F1 as well, but I don't think anyone will happen in that. Though it's practice, so. But you never know.
Yeah. I doubt anybody's going to be, doing anything too wrong.
I mean, F2 first race, it's going to be hectic.
Yep. Well, we've finished qualifying. That was a very quick half an hour, to be honest, but it's time for the sprint. But obviously for the sprint, it should be Square Boo. I don't... Who did I set him to? 10th position. Oh no, was that Toby? Toby takes pole position for the sprint.
Who are you on about?
Square Boo 77. Is that Toby? It is. Right.
Yeah.
So he should be on pole for the sprint race. So I wonder, when does the penalty actually apply?
Is it now or is it the sprint?
I mean, this is the sprint.
No, I mean like the sprint result.
It will...
I think it's qualifying, isn't it?
It was a 5-place grid penalty. I wonder... They sometimes just do it for one thing, but they've also done it for both races before, so that could be costly if he has a 5-place for both. If he has 5-place for the sprint, that will mean he'll start 15th for the sprint, I think, unless... Does he
I can see tired, by the way.
Or does he get the penalty applied and then he gets... The grid gets swapped for the sprint? I don't know. We'll find out where he starts.
You can do the lights.
If-
The lights have more, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on, as I literally know no drivers. But here we go then. Here at Monza, it's Formula 2 in the Realistic Formula Championship. It's lights out, and away we go. And there is Toby getting away into the lead. Immediate yellow flag, green flag deployed, down towards turn number 1. George Cogger joining this session. There is Rambo going over the curb, as now Square Toby has now retaken the lead. Rambo's in second. Then there's Werner God in third position, going over into the gravel. Going into the gravel there is Werner God, who seems to have lost many positions already.
Oh, he's gone for the move.
And now he's battling into the Variante Alta. And more contact from behind. The Prema off at the chicane is vertical as well. But there's all chaos on the opening lap of the sprint. So, wheel to wheel on the back straight here towards Ascari. This is Connor Gamer, who's diving in the inside and has taken out another car in front. That was a crazy move. As further forward, also potential gains here.
Front wing. He's got no left front wing. Unlucky. Oh, and he gets a spin, and he's
So
Crashes the
Toby leads this
yeah, he's
race.
got no wing.
Rambo's though
Crashes the
going
wall.
through potentially. Rambo to the inside, into the first chicane. They go wheel to wheel. Toby keeps the position. Can Rio Harris get them
he goes
both?
red.
Drop hooks. Getting out of shape. Is that going to allow Luzko through?
how is
Luzko's
Rambo
had a
doing
good
it?
start. And there is Striker Boy going wheel to wheel.
How was he
with
doing this?
Gyro.
Oh, 3-second penalty
Yeah,
for
that is for the driver in second place. Over the curbs. Going off is
four-way fight here.
Gyro, I
Insane.
believe. There, going over on the curbs, and that is not going to have helped his race time at all. George Cogger out of this race, vertical in the pit lane. Surely must be, not in contention for anything now. Battle for the race lead, or battle for second place, should I say. Toby under pressure from Harris here. Harris pulling to the outside. Is he going to risk it all the way around the outside of this last corner of the racetrack?
He played football.
He does.
Bremen. Yeah. And then we went and got
Fastest laps being set. We're riding on board here with Edward, who's just tracking this battle in front as Harris and Toby go wheel to wheel. Can Edward get the exit? A little bit squirrely on traction. And now Toby still maintaining the position. Can this be a Grande move around the curve? A Grande for Edward? Not quite. Who now brakes and gets set again to follow and have another go next lap. Luzko is chasing right in this. They're all pretty well bunched up until the driver in 10th, which is Striker Boy, who has dropped back a bit from this battle. And now Exotics seems to be losing out. Luzko has lost out on many positions, so not sure exactly what's happened there, but Luzko now down in 9th and is over the grass and into the gravel as well and over the curbs. So something's gone on there for the Campos driver, but for the battle for the podium of this sprint, Johnny Politics now picks up that 3 seconds for track limits.
sorry, I was talking to my mum. What has happened in the lead? He's gapped 2 seconds. How's
Yeah,
that?
we've just had a battle mainly for the second and third positions,
like
and it's starting
Rambo
again
wins.
here because Edward is pulling to the outside
Ooh.
and looks to set it up. There's Dropux trying to go around the outside. Edward picks up the penalty. Dropux with better traction now takes 4th place. No, Dropux.
That is a 6.
Dropux, who started 10th, so his
Always
penalty
right,
applies
yeah.
for the main race. I think that confirms his penalty applies for the main race. Edwards, late on the brakes, hits Dropux a bit.
Ooh. Touching the diffuser there.
Yeah,
As
looking
it's
to get
about
away
down
with
and
it.
side by side. Zoggy and Mac. Will he go for the move here on the inside? No, he's back now. That's a fair move. But he's had a bad corner. Surely not. He's staying behind. Another 2 VAR drivers
Yes.
driving on.
But this battle for second place is just so close right now. Drivers head to tail.
Is it going to be 3 wide here?
Toby
Oh,
pulls ahead. There's Dropux on the inside. Harris also wheel to wheel
late
with
break.
Toby. Toby.
Lovely breaking.
Harris
Oh,
kind
he's
of
got
backs
that
out.
line.
Dropux is ahead, but surely now will be swamped.
Ooh. It's getting tight. As it goes, wait, a 4-way.
towards turn number 1. Edwards stays ahead. But then there's
Clean racing as
also
well.
Harris trying around the outside on the gravel and now has lost position to the driver Exotics that we're riding on board with.
8-way tie. Wait, no. 1, 2,
7-way fight.
yeah. This is crazy.
Dropbox looking to make up for his mistake in qualifying, but that's not going to impact his position in this race. It will certainly impact the next race, but we're seeing Rambo with good pace right now. Obviously battling is helping, but you can't underestimate the pace shown in the Trident. Last lap picking up some time. Gyro with the 3 seconds.
Big break
Dropbox
with the lock up from Edward.
following here. He's very
Maybe.
close. And he's just feathering that
He's staying
throttle.
behind, I think, good DRS here.
He is.
Yeah.
What's Edwards going to do? I thought that Edwards is just going to
Making
play it fairly.
We'll just spin down the pack. Unlucky.
Yep.
Not sure what happened there. They are
Yeah,
catching
as a Sky.
though, actually.
Yep. If they can just use the DRS sensibly, they might
Moves past
have that
Edward.
opportunity.
Straight and overtake.
Behind though, we have
Battle.
Daniel
Still going on.
staying behind.
Really looking for
Oh,
moves.
and look at this. Daniel hits the back
Bobby.
of driver in
Bobby.
front, and that Edwards is now down to 8th.
From 3rd to 8th.
Still 6 laps to go though. Time to make it back. This battle keeps going on. Dropbox has pulled away now. So now can Dropbox mount a challenge for the sprint victory? Contact between Edwards and Werner just meant a lot of contact in this battle. Daniel, we're riding on board with, has the fastest lap currently. Is looking to improve his position. Started this race in 4th, now down in 6th. Ahead there is Exotics. The ARTs swap over.
As said, chaos going on in F2.
As now Toby is going to fight back. These 2 ART cars side by side. Exotics pulls ahead before the corner. Toby doesn't want to challenge too much in the inter-team battle. Harris now having a go on Toby. Harris. Surely Toby will be getting that slipstream from his teammate, but his teammate is now going to come under pressure. It's very close. There's almost a thought of a late send, but not quite, as the ARTs both kind of braked. Behind there. Edwards getting the position on Werner. And Edwards, is he going to make it a double move with a move on Daniel?
Dropbox is pulling away. He's making...
Dropbox is making good gains. Edwards around the outside into the second chicane and gets that move done. The Prema making its way back through. We'll see how the battle for the lead goes. But the battle for 3rd is almost breaking away now as well.
Well, Losco is gaining on P8.
Yeah, Losco's got the VAR of Jalen right behind. There's now...
teammates fighting down here at the back.
Yeah, Losco being overtaken.
He goes to move again on Jaro running outside on his teammate. And makes the move down on the straight.
Yep.
Is he going to pass lap here? The guy last?
So, last lap, Dropbox, 7/10 quicker. This lead battle is not done yet. 7.5 on the last lap for Dropbox.
Ooh.
As Exotics goes through on Harris again, Edwards behind is going down the inside on Toby and gets the move done. Good braking.
Edwards good. Like his braking was good.
Yeah. He hasn't messed up his braking point really.
Yeah. Because
I'm not gonna lie, Mons, I might have to go for a poo. Mid-stream?
Middle of the
I don't
race.
wanna
The race is only 15 laps.
Yeah, I can wait. It can help.
The race is only 15 laps, so we're almost halfway done. Well, I mean, we're over halfway done of everything, I think, now. Harris looking to gain.
Harris,
Exotics.
how about side now with Exotic? I think he's just gonna, keep the outside here. We've done.
Yep, Harris into third.
The
Droppers
DRS
not
train still
quite has
continues.
gained as much on the last lap.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Can you get pressure taken, overtaken by, I don't know his name, to be honest.
Daniel is pulling ahead of Toby.
Daniel, that's it.
Daniel around the outside
when you
into
get taken
Parabolica,
over, we'll
runs
up.
it quite wide. Will that help the traction and help the run? He's not going to get DRS though, I don't think. That might be the driver next to him that gets DRS. Nobody gets DRS. Oh no, he does. Daniel gets DRS. So, and also now Edwards towards turn number 1. There's a late lunge.
that's gonna be
Exotics, and now they're ghosted. Exotics and Edwards.
Okay.
Edwards can't quite get the power down. Dropbox 1.3 seconds. Werner. It's close. Very close towards that second chicane around the Curve
Connor
Grande.
retired.
Connor has retired at Ascari. Dropbox 7:10. Something's happened. Rambo.
Oh, he's in it. And he's dropped off Rio.
Yeah, Rambo.
And Rambo, hold on. Keep Dropax behind. I don't think he can.
It might get feisty. He's going to put
It
up a
might.
fight.
Elbows out, I reckon. That's a Simon move there. He's going to contact him, then elbows out, don't let him through.
No, well, they're both
Wait, I
they're
believe-
both Red Bulls though.
Are they? Oh yeah, they are. It's a good, technically a 1-2, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
fair play to Sauber with Roddy for podium. So currently, I'm not commentator's curse or anything. But
Yep. 2 laps to go. Rambo leads this race. Dropbox looking to change that.
he does make more drive towards him. But it's not enough to get him in the straight.
It's going to be down to the last lap, I think.
But it has a worse corner there.
The
He's
Dropbox
dropped
poor
him.
exit. And has
Oh,
Rambo just
Rio.
saved a bit in reserve?
Rio.
What's happening to Rio back there?
I think he got a bit of oversteer.
Bit of loose traction and has now dropped out of the DRS of the cars in front, which could be costly. Edwards looks like the favourite now to
I
take
think
third
commentator's
position.
curse was real there. I did say podium for. I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah. Oh god, picking up the 3 seconds. Can Dropbox get back within
Unlucky for
that
Edwards,
second?
this
I
is
think he has
getting
just
bad.
about, as Striker Boy has overtaken Luzco. Has Dropbox got DRS? No, he doesn't,
Well,
but he's still
Edwards.
gaining.
3 second time penalty. Edwards going for the move now on Exotic.
Is this the right
Confirmed to the
moment for
outside again.
Edwards to make the move? Because Edwards is now going to have to defend for the whole main straight and the last
Yeah.
lap. But the last lap will be started with Rambo leading the way for the sprint.
Will Dropax be able to get him? I don't know.
Dropbox
Will he close it in?
closing in and has been closing in, made a mistake on the
That's
last
a grip.
lap, but now is within half a second. And now on the last lap of the race, within 4/10, almost within 3/10, is this move going to happen towards turn number 1? Dropbox to the outside. Is he going to
Rambo
outbrake
to
himself?
the
Rambo
inside.
dives it to the inside. They bang wheels. Dropbox takes the lead. But can Rambo get
Rambo
the
has
exit?
the
He's trying to go
exit.
round on the grass. He's trying to go round on the grass. They bang wheels. Dropbox is trying to wrestle it back. Rambo looks like he's just got it back somehow on the last lap.
Feisty. Elbows out. Elbows are out.
Dropbox still right there. The battle and rage is on behind, but we're
Ooh.
watching the battle for the race lead, which is led currently by Rambo. But is Dropbox has
Ooh.
Dropbox got anything left?
Get some oversteer there.
Half a
Drops it down.
second the gap. Rambo,
And he goes
has he
in
just
the
about
straight.
done enough? Is there enough of a straight here? There is another straight. This is the last DRS zone. Dropux is closing, but it's not enough. Rambo still leads the race here at Monza.
Yeah.
Dropux is so close towards Parabolica. It's going to be decided at the last corner
Oh,
because Dropux is going to go. Rambo's moving left to right. Dropux needs to pick a line. They both need to pick a line. Dropux around the outside is surely not going to work there. Rambo has come out of that as the race leader. And that means the race winner for the sprint is Rambo.
Oh,
Dropux in second place.
what a sprint.
Edwards third on the
Jeez,
road, finishes
how sick.
sixth. Exotics takes third. Harris in fourth.
What a sprint.
Daniel in fifth. Edwards there in sixth, as I said. Jalen in seventh. Werner in eighth. Striker Boy in ninth. And Toby picking up the final place in the top 10.
I'm going to go for a wee though, real quick.
Okay.
But what a sprint. And the funny thing is next race, or like in the race, anyone's pace could change. Like, it could be better, worse. Depends how they're feeling. But be back.
The top 8 achieve points for sprint races. So, top 8. Rambo takes the lead of this F2 championship. And there is the last finisher. SO9. Takes the checkered flag. So, Trident pick up the 10 points. Dropux, though, takes the pole position, so gets the points for that. But there is the sprint classification. Penalties galore at this Monza circuit. But what is for sure as well is that Rambo was the winner. So can Rambo build on that momentum from the sprint? Led basically from the start of the race, started in third. Dropux will start the race from sixth after a 5-place penalty. And we'll have to see how that changes it for the race. But Trident starting off on the front foot with their one driver.
I just want to know how has Jimbo done that.
I don't know.
In the F1 practice right now, the Haas driver has 100% on the front left and back left. I think they might have a puncture.
We'll have to
I
see.
don't know what the strategy would be.
Here we go then. F2 race about to begin at Monza. 15 laps with a pit stop. We get some pit lane action. And we'll have to see whether the strategy element will change what the order is, because lights are going on once again at Monza. It's Edwards on pole. It's lights out, and away we go. And Edward does get away well and is already streaking away towards turn number 1. Then is Jalen and Rio Harris. Can Rio Harris pull a move to the inside? Rio Harris doesn't. And off the track in the background, Prema seem to be going straight on. Many cars diving to the escape road at the first chicane. But it's Edward who leads from Jalen and Rio Harris. There's Dropux already moving forward in 4th position. George Cogger has left this session again.
And
As
last.
they're down the inside into the chicane, we see Rambo getting overtaken. Werner Gods on the inside of 2 of them. There's Exotics potentially having a look. Vertical is out. No safety car or anything at the moment. And we continue racing. Edward leads the Italian race in F2.
There's a lot. Toby was up there fighting, and now he's down in 16th. Unlucky start from him, but Edward, what a start. P6 to P1 on the first lap. That's incredible.
No, did Edward not start on pole? I saw Edward start on pole.
Oh, I thought you start where you start in sprint, no?
No, you start where you start in. You start. The order is the same as
I should
qualifying.
know
In
that.
sprints, they reverse the top 10. That's why Dropbook started 10th for the sprint. So Edward leads them away on the opening lap from pole position, but is now coming under pressure from Jalen, who is looking to go all the way around the outside. Is Edward going to leave the space? They do, and they race cleanly, but behind there's a huge battle between 4 cars.
I saw 2 side by side in the same
Yeah, like 2 were side by side and another 2 were side by side.
And down here.
Spin, is that
Zoggy.
Zolis or Zoggy?
Yeah. I do
And a huge battle for 10th position here. Gyro makes contact with the Rodin I haven't got a name for. And that is going to send Daniel, actually. Did Daniel get involved in that as well? Daniel down in 17th. That is not going to help. As Toby and the high-tech go wheel to wheel. Dropbox still in the same position he started in, but is looking to make gains. Cogger, who started the race in 2nd.
On F2, doesn't Pole make 2 points?
Pole is 2 points,
Yeah.
I think. Sprint win is 10 points. Right, Jalen with the fastest lap, and the lead of the race is Edward, going to try to claim that back. Just opens a potential move, but they just want to escape really at this point.
Still battling on points there.
Luzco. And there we see Gyro and SO9. Gyro ahead. What's Luzco? Is this battle still brewing? Ahead there is Dropbox. Wheel to wheel with Werner. Dropbox getting ahead. Luzco has now spun the car backwards. At the 2nd chicane, hits the polystyrene. Rejoins back on. And is now down in 15th place. The battle for the lead. Both drivers just respecting each other, pulling each other along at this point. Surely that will not be the same for the whole race, but for now, it is what is happening. Toby getting overtaken by the Rodin ahead. Rodin of Joe. Right, Joe is the Rodin. High tech is Johnny. Just keep that in my mind. Right, the Rodin of Joe.
There's a lot to remember.
Yeah.
Like,
Edward now pulling back ahead for the race lead behind. Is that Dropbox and Rambo, part 2. Dropbox ahead. Is Rambo going to do the same thing again?
oh, he gets back exit, but he gets held back by him.
Yep. So, Rambo still there, but 10-second penalty given out to Connor, who might have run off at the first chicane, now losing positions, might have picked up an illegal overtake, also picked up a 10-second penalty for corner cutting, which is not going to be ideal. certainly. Werner close to Rambo. Gallen still there for the battle for the lead. Edward not able to pull away with the DRS. Being powerful. But not as powerful at as other circuits, but still helping all the drivers along. And this is now Joe pulling ahead as Exotic overtakes Werner and is now in that 6th position.
There is still a four-way fight here now for P4. As
Yep,
they still have
indeed.
a back to the
John
lead.
pulling back
1-2.
ahead. Seems like they're both just pulling each other along at this point. They're just helping each other increase that gap. Rambo getting back ahead of Dropux.
Rio spins
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Same time as last time.
Rio. That is basically removed that extra person that could battle for the lead.
It's just that corner. It's just the oversteer. Gets loud of it.
It's the traction.
Now we're turning into a fight for the podium then.
Because now is Striker Boy going to look for a move? Connor Gamer out of this.
Tiring.
Dan, what is going on? Is this who? Yeah, Dan with very weird actions, but
This is going to get tense. I hope Rambo can somehow catch this in front. I don't think it will happen.
Dropux might be able to help them both though. Oh! Dropux bangs into Rambo. What's going on? Rambo's all over the road. And now Exotics is going to try and overtake as well around the outside.
It's a free wide.
Yep.
Not now.
Dropux ahead of Werner. There is Exotics round the outside of Rambo.
The brakes on the F2 cars. Oh, nice. Like, so you got good braking.
Yeah. Normally the
DRS?
gears that get me with F2 cars. Like, you can't just like spam downshifts. It doesn't let you kind of. You gotta be a little bit more precise. Dropux still ahead.
Runs over the curb really hard.
All of them run over the curb, and Rio really over the curbs, I think, in the background then as the shot changed. But
he's getting taken over by Striker Boy. I have Rambo going. He's kept it. He's taking the defensive line now.
Yep. Battle for 14th position. SO9 is ahead. So Harris dropping out of this fight, but might get an overtake here on Striker Boy. And into Ascari has got the move done. So the leaders continue to pull away, I believe. Just quickly check the time. Last lap, 1.4 seconds slower for Dropux behind, so that's all that battling. 1/10 actually on the last lap.
Yep.
Werner now.
We take the lead.
Yep. What's happened? Dropux is in the pit lane, so Dropux stopping now.
What are the tyres like? Have you got it up? Have you got the fin? I want to see what the tyres are like. Because this, unless he's been pushed in the pit somehow, or this is.
I can check their tyres on my other screen. I haven't got the same thing.
Is it a one stop?
Yes, a one stop. It's a 28% wear for the one that's got the most. 25.
His will run off quite quick though, won't they?
Well, what tyres has he got on now? Softs.
Super soft.
Super softs. But the other tyres he had was mediums. Yeah. They should wear down quickly, but we'll have to see. Well, he's just hoping he can get out of that battle and like try and get into the lead, basically.
But I mean, he had good time management in the sprint.
Yeah. He's
He's
fighting
got
right to the
clean air as
end.
well.
And he's got his teammate ahead, so that shouldn't be too much of a difficulty, you'd
Should be right
think.
away.
So, do the leaders respond to that pit stop? No.
Let's see. Nope.
What about Werner?
Anyone else? No.
Rambo? No, no one.
No one's going into the pits.
The two
This could be a strategic
Dan's
after
cars swap positions at Parabolica. Does anybody else pilled for the pit lane? No. Well, we'll keep an eye on Dropix's pace.
Less of a battle now, only a three-way battle. But it's
Indeed.
still tight here for the podium.
Yep.
And Rambo is going for the move.
Around the
That's
Curva
a
Grande
Great build.
and towards
Pushing the inside line.
second
Rambo.
chicane on the
He's
inside.
pressing tight over the curb.
Wheel to wheel, they
Touching
lock
the
on.
wall.
And they're both
touching-
into the wall! And Rambo is set across one wall into the other wall on the other side, and that is front wing damage. And as Exotics is ahead, there down the inside as well
And
goes
he gets
Harris.
taken, by Rio.
So both
What was
drivers.
it? Rambo's fault, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was.
No, the other guy kind of locked on him, I think, as well. Like Rambo, I don't know if he was trying to escape, and then he just couldn't go anywhere. They kind of just. We'll have to see if they like one of them moved
No.
over on the other one, or they both locked on, or what happened. Yep.
He should. It's that.
And now into the pit lane, it's Edward.
Edward.
So Edward, the
Does Werner
first
come in?
of the leaders to come in. Dropix.
No.
Last lap
Rio
is setting good
Rambo
sector
is
times.
in.
Yep, he needs to change
Anyone
that
else?
wing.
Join him. Yep. No. Dummied me there. Zoggy.
You can see Dropix set a fastest lap here, I think, as well. Where does Dropix come out in regards to where Edward is, I wonder? Because Dropix is on his way down the main straight. Edward seems to be clearly ahead.
He's got.
Dropix there. And now comes out
He has
of the
got
pits.
Rambo by quite a margin.
Yeah, well, Rambo's had to change his wing, so...
Oh yeah, I forgot about
So,
that.
Rambo has to fight back again now.
But him and Edward, it's only like 4 seconds ish.
So
But he could do it. It's just now
Oh,
Edward is on fresh.
he's got older tyres. He's already on 15% Dropix from what I'm seeing here, so... He gets past
What,
SO9 with ease.
Yeah, you kind of let him go there.
Yeah, I think he's got wing damage, SO9. Just inspect that
Yeah.
wing, front right. Has he? Has he got
I
wing?
think we should call him
No.
Jerome.
Is he
as
just?
well.
Is he just slow?
That's
don't
quite a
know.
bold
No.
statement.
So there is Jalan in the pit lane. As on the track, it is Harris
Rio stays out. Exotic.
going into the lead ahead of Exotic. And now, oh, they go on top of each other. Did you see that
Luckily,
on your
Ghost is on.
screen? Yeah, they were actually on
see
top of
Ghost.
each other on my screen.
Whatever
So,
that one comes to, not F2.
Jalan and Edward. Edward is going to be clear. There is
Not by a
Daniel
lot,
getting in
though.
between them, though.
That wasn't by a lot. He was a lot more. He was. I guess
Yeah.
it does kind of help. But now
Well-
he has got having to overtake him. So.
But Daniel's still yet to stop. There goes Jalan. Can he hold on to that DRS? It's going to be crucial. Jalan needs that DRS. Edward looking to get away. Jalan right over the curbs. Edward pulling a gap. Warmer tyres. No tyre blankets in this, so got to warm them up the old-fashioned way.
Let's have a 1 lap advantage though over Edward.
Yep, but is that going to claw back? You might have to wait a bit for tyres to come into play. Daniel's still within DRS. Jalen not in DRS of Edward. Exotics. They both are staying out. Are they going to peel into the pit lane now? Harris stays out.
Rambo's
Exotics
gaining
with a
on the
10-second penalty. Dropbox with
Ooh.
3 seconds for track limits.
Stays out. What was he attempting? What were his tyres on? That's what I want to know.
37% apparently.
Not too bad.
But normally, so every time we do an F1 race, like Daniel Llorente always says, oh, my tyres are on blah de blah. And then I say, my thing said your tyres are on blah de blah. And he says, well, that thing's wrong. So maybe he's got a bit more wear than it actually is. But...
Potentially. Might be a good update on that graphic.
yeah, I don't know if it's...
It might be like...
I don't know if it's an average of the 4 tyres, or if it's... like, it's just one tyre thing, or if it's the most... like, the tyre with the most, because you think the tyre with the most...
all of them.
Yeah, because, well, they should have different wear on each tyre.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's just like an average.
yeah, it might be an average. But roughly 40% then for Harris, who leads this race. I mean, safety cars? Are safety cars enabled?
Yes, standard.
Yeah, because
Standard, right?
if there is a safety car...
can come out right now, and that would benefit Harris
because
a lot.
Yeah, we're past the point where they can now make a mandatory stop under the safety car, I believe. So Harris, though, is not going to goal hang.
Where will he come out?
Probably exotics, roughly. I don't know, roughly. I'll have to see, because pit stops are a bit longer in this. Might be maybe just behind that exotics battle.
It's sort of gaining back onto Edwards, though.
Yep. So Harris will watch as that exotics battle is going to overtake, it seems.
Exotic is just going to come out and will.
Might actually just about be wheel to wheel.
Can he switch it?
Exotics is just behind Harris, so with Harris in much fresher tyres.
Come back from Rambo as well, I'd say.
Yeah, he's right in this battle for at least 4th position.
Go on.
Rambo. No, he's not changed his wing as well. Look, he's got a damaged wing right there. Oh, getting feisty.
He does. Elbows out for him. He wants the high point.
Well, he's already got a broken wing, so he doesn't care if anybody else gets a broken wing now.
They haven't got penalties. Rio House has 6. Dropbox.
Whoa! Rambo into the wall. What's going on? They were ghosted.
Like glitching.
They were ghosting, and now he's ended up in the wall. So much for that recovery has been quickly extinguished. So Dropbox 5 lap older tyres than Harris. But Harris has a 3-second more of a penalty.
Almost overtaken him on this straight because he has been gaining each lap now. It's looking promising that he can keep this lead as well with the 1 lap in hand tyres.
Jalen now going through, but Edward's still there.
Like a boy on Rambo.
Rambo, right, he's got no wing at all, so he's pitting now.
In the sprint and literally nowhere the rest of the race. Now he's come up into P8, get a few points. Well done to him.
Yeah, no penalty either, so that will certainly be helping.
I reckon next race he could be good. Good. Because I feel like sometimes it depends on the track people, especially in F2.
Next race Kota? Trying to think of.
I'll have a look.
I know I'm missing the next 2 F1 races, so I'm trying to think of what they were going to be. No, maybe, yeah, I'm back. I missed Kota, and then I'm back for Mexico, and then I missed Jeddah, and then I'm back for the last 2, I think.
Jeddah's going to be hectic, I reckon.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame. I like Jeddah. I like driving Jeddah. One of my favourites to drive.
I don't. I don't even from there, and I DNF the first qualifying that.
I just like smooth driving, you know, I can I can keep it out the walls, so
It's nice when I just try not to push, like just little cruise can
yeah.
do.
I had a league race there once when I had to like pit on like lap 2 and go the whole race on hards, and then yeah, that was tricky. But we'll see what
Only
the
have to be
tyre
going
difference
on
makes here,
for
because
the lead.
Edward is Edward going to go for it? Penultimate
He is
lap,
on the corner.
and not quite
Yeah.
the conviction there. Jalan stays ahead. Can Jalan build an advantage with those fresher tyres? But looking at my data, they have kind of equalised almost. Drop hooks with the worst tyres, 48%. No, actually, Javon there, 55% tyres. Don't know what's going on there. Toby getting
I'm sure he's
overtaken.
going to fall off soon.
Yeah, I think he's
Harrison
got enough in
might-
hand though to finish on the podium.
Yeah, true. Edwards kind of jumping off there.
Yep. Edward is just going to hope for that DRS
Why
to
not?
carry him towards
Any other
Jalan here.
battles be going on? Toby
Toby.
on Joe, Striker on Zoggy, and Werner on Exotic.
Yeah,
Ooh, I
the-
can't like.
This is the most important battle though. It's the battle for the race lead.
Edwards went up the pace again. He was 7 tenths behind. Now he's 5.
Yep, Edward.
Is that a strategy, like locking up? Does that help?
What, like locking up in the corners?
Yeah, or is it just like a glitch?
Yeah,
showing?
it's kind of a glitch that you see it's a lock up, but they do kind of lock up. It's like a way they get rotation, like kind of.
Okay.
But here, Edward, Jalan going very defensive into turn 1. No room for an overtake there. Is he going to get the good exit now? Out of the chicane, around the Curva Grande for the last time in this Formula 2 race, RFC2, for the first time this season. And Edward is still behind. Is this going to go towards
From the race lead
towards Ascari, or the last corner once again? Parabolica. Jalan has a half-second advantage. Edward runs wide. Jalan has got better tyres, but not really. They're mainly equal now. 1 lap fresher, and Edward is going to be gaining and gaining and gaining towards Ascari. He's just going to have to stay behind and try and set up the run towards the last corner. Jalan has done everything he can, but now can he starve off? One final attack from Edward. Edward is lurking. Edward pulling to the inside of Parabolica. Edward, is he going to get through here? Edward does get through at the last corner. And Edward is going to win the first RFC2 race at Monza.
Well done, Edward. That was a good move, risky move, but you made it still.
Jalan, with the fresher tyres, comes home in second place.
Striker boy.
Dropuk survives for third.
Is this going to be a photo finish? As they go side by side.
They are side by side. There is...
Just a bit ahead.
Oh, they do.
Actually,
Yeah, they do. But...
How many penalties is this? 22 seconds. Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you get results, by the way? Like qualifying, sprint?
Yeah, I've got results, I think. So,
lovely.
yeah, Edward wins. Jalan in second. Dropux from a penalty in qualifying to third.
Right, more exciting than F1.
Harris in fourth. Werner fifth. Zoggy in sixth. Striker Boy seventh. Toby in eighth. Ninth place for Joe, who is called Player. And then Exotics in 10th. Daniel in 11th, out of the points. Luzko, SO9, also known as Jeron. Rambo, who had a few unfortunate incidents.
Yeah, from winning the sprint to losing, right?
That sounds like Lewis Hamilton in China.
Yeah.
He didn't lose the race. Well, I mean, he lost the race.
Will there be any interviews? I can see if they want
You
to
can
come
if you want. Don't know exactly what's going on. I'll just quickly check some results. Second.
I've tagged him, asked him if he wants to join for interviews. Yeah. We're getting a bit argued with Rambo.
I'll
Caused some
have to
chaos.
see those incidents back.
Yeah. Well, who's your driver of the day then, do you reckon?
Driver of the day. Well, Edward pulled a victory.
Yeah,
Challen
true.
in second.
It's
Zoggy coming
between
from
Dropex and Edward for me,
yeah.
because Dropex qualified quite low, to be fair, but he did win it back up. But in the race wasn't the best performance. But
I mean, Zoggy went up quite far, so did Striker Boy. Ferner God came from in fifth there. Rio. Yeah. Well then. Any interviews happening?
well, apparently they can't join. Wait,
Oh yeah, that's because
there
I
you
can
go. I just do it there. Connect, speak. There you go, done. They should be able to now. They'll be flooding in like little children. Do you want to start for interviews? Have you got the little interview tab, or is that only F1?
if I can find is it that one? Yeah, there we go. Could change that to RFC2, I guess.
Whoa!
Yeah, could do. Hello, people.
Hello.
What's up, chat?
Me and Joe should get conjoined driver of the day.
Come on, man.
Get in.
Lovely drive.
I did that. All Luxembourg people out there.
This is for my Jamaicans.
Lad, chill out.
For my great gooners.
Okay, get this guy out.
You're getting penalised.
Oh, fuck
get
yeah.
a fine.
No.
Yeah, penalising for that
Yeah,
comment.
hold on,
Give it
can we
about
have a
10
fucking word?
seconds.
Where's that fucking...
Rambo.
Where's that Jimbo guy? Where's that fucking Gordon Rambo? He's awful.
I knew he'd kill
He's
someone.
woeful. I've got a clip
He's
of
got
him,
no
yeah.
good internet. He's
I've
got no
got-
good
I've-
internet.
Me and
I've got a
Toby
clip
need
of
to
him,
against
yeah.
Hyro. Who's Hyro?
I've got a clip of him in the sprint race, yeah, the 11 lap
Alright.
sprint race.
Oh,
I think it was
that
on like lap
Hyro.
2.
Oh my
He
god, he
just
nearly
sent him
killed
onto the
me.
fucking gravel.
Excusez-moi.
Ewan, wait, where's Ewan at? Is he it? No, he's not.
No.
I need Ewan to send me that clip.
Battle, by the way.
I need Ewan to send me that clip.
It was like an
Right,
8-way
everyone shut
fight.
up. Wait, can we one at a time for it now?
Yeah, can we have all interviews now? Shush.
Yeah, shut up, guys.
Yeah,
That's you,
Coming
Pete.
What's up, mate?
Ones, you want to start them off? Oh, you actually got it. The RFC2.
If you're live streaming, you get him.
Nah, alright. I need to get used to who everybody is. So, well,
They're
Rio,
people.
we saw
Yeah.
many incidents, kind of, but you managed to recover it in the end to fourth. Did you? Yeah, fourth, I believe.
It's just Riz at sliding through turn 2 is absolutely shocking. It was weird because in breaking turn 1, I turned the wheel and the Riz wouldn't lift, and then I think it was when I hit the apex of turn 2, it just threw the car in the end and spun it round.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, I'm gonna have to go. I really need a shit and a piss. I've been holding this in for We're racing to win.
Fuck's sake. I really need a poo as well. I can't. I do need a
Okay.
shit.
I've
I've been clenching that whole 15 laps. I've been clenching.
We need live
Did not need to know that.
Piece shit.
So you have nothing.
Fuck man.
Right, well,
Don't call me Lou
Edward,
Peach in the interview. I'll spark you.
the race winner. And did you think it was under control? Was it under control? Last corner?
What a win!
Lads, let him have his interview.
Furthest from controlled.
Oh, well, what a race. And I'm going
He's
half
not,
the
he's
good
not
at
speaking because he
agents.
knew he robbed my boy. He robbed my man Jalen.
You robbed my
He's
black
here with the
friend.
parabolica. You know how he won.
You robbed him. You robbed my black friend.
Hello?
Where's Ryan, the Alpine teacher?
You
the
robbed
race
my
time.
Jamaican gooner.
Oh,
I'm not
fuck.
having
What's
it.
up
I
with
mean,
the
there was a
black-
gap, so I went for it.
I've just been called a
You're
fucking
not
gimp,
Sigma!
by the way. At Louis, you fucking gimp. Oh, you and sent me the link.
Oh, are you fucking gem? You fucking gimp.
See you
Why say I'm
then, ladies.
called player?
F2's gonna get quite
I'm
heated.
called player.
Yeah, they need to tell us that.
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah,
gimp.
by the way, is this guy? Are you
We know the elephant in the room. It's clearly turn one.
Can we look in general, please, and tell me how I just kept hitting him when his car, when I'm on his
Shut up,
inside
Billy.
and
This
his
is
car in the middle
interviews,
of the
not
fucking track.
FIA discussion. Shut up. Doing
Well,
Maybe
interviews.
it's an
Yeah.
FIA discussion. I don't care. I don't have any
I don't
questions
even know his
to ask.
interview.
I don't even know
We
who
can't hire
anybody
it,
is.
please. I was that Sigma Rodlin who did a 19th to 9th.
Me and
Come on.
me and Joe are the ones ploughing through the pack like it's farming.
Yeah.
Sim.
Yeah.
What do you mean this shit heated?
So who's next for the interviews?
Brother, this is not heated. He
Not
just
you,
kept
mate.
turning into the middle of the fucking track.
Alright.
He was straight. Can we notice at the start of the
That's,
clip he
that's
took the
Rambo
left
for
turn,
you.
and then he took the
Takes a quick
fucking middle.
detour.
He takes a
Well,
quick
that's the old
detour to the
track,
middle of the fucking track.
I can't
Oh,
slow
mate,
down
honestly.
anymore. What?
Well, we're commentating it.
Seven, if I look and you're over
Not
37,
juice.
you're going to get it.
Let me in the try and kill each other. Oh
You
my
were
god.
50 going over the line.
Let me in the
But
try
I
and
was
kill each other. I saw breaking there.
mate. Are you
Lads, it's
stupid?
in Narda's
Tired,
place
just
for
get-
FIA
I can't watch
decision.
what I braked as soon as the fucking thing came up. And I can't press any more.
Are we going back to VC? Or?
Ew, stop following that racing line.
47, no, you're 47 going
hold on.
over the line,
Me
Devon.
and Toby crawled in like a baby taking its first steps into that pit lane. You've absolutely steamrolled the pit lane. You deserve every second of that 10 seconds.
Oh
You
my
understand me?
fucking god.
Just for this, Devon, I think we give it make it 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Right, if you
yeah.
want to know
I
who
think that's fine.
steamrolled it into turn one, it was Louis.
No, it wasn't. It was you.
Well,
You Matt? It was you.
I just want to make
Alright.
I just want to say, whoever that guy who was glitching the whole race, who fucked my turn one and made me kill that one guy, I'm sorry, but
Was it the Campos?
fix your Wi-Fi. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
mate.
Campos.
Fuck me.
Anytime, mate.
I just went
Yeah,
high
just
road.
got pointed back
High
on
road.
the
Where's high
driving.
road? Excuse me, high rate. Mary's
Lads, I think this is for interviews, lads, not having a general discussion.
just go back and
Can we crack on with the
You were
interviews?
talking about your penalty in there, and you're saying, "Oh, this is the interviews now." Oh, man. You were
Danny's
talking about your
in here.
penalty.
I want my 10-second removed because I've been in the pitch by accident. I don't care.
All right,
I've got
Devin.
the-
The
I'm gonna do
FIA
the-
guy is not going to be removing those sort of things.
I want an interview, mate. I'm waiting for my fucking interview.
Devin, how
Just
do
want to
you-
let you guys know, I was 10 miles per hour over the speed limit, so can you take my 10-second off?
Mons, I'm
Right,
waiting for my interview,
Joe,
love.
no, wait. You, Joe.
Oh, do Joe first.
Me? Yeah.
No, you finished 9th, did you, in the race?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I got 9.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
how did it feel out there? Didn't...
It was fun. I joined pretty late. I made a setup out of my really scientific brain and steam for like turn 1 carnage, avoided it
Yeah.
all, and me and Toby
Yeah.
worked together.
I
and
just
we got
I
9.
saw everybody
Okay.
basically going off and wide, and then
I just drove through the middle of it, easy.
yeah, many ghosted cars. So
Yep.
well,
And then Toby worked with me, and we secured points somehow, which I didn't expect.
I got killed in turn one, bro.
Even though Hyro tried to kill me about 4 times, still got points.
Oh, beef.
no, so Louis, are you Werner God? Werner
Yes,
God?
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. So 5th place at the end. You were pretty
Oi.
much involved with that battle all the way through, and
Mm.
and yeah, were you involved in that incident with Rambo there.
Is this getting streamed? Can the stream is this still getting streamed?
Yeah, this is streamed.
Right, hang him, please, today, now, dead. Nah, he's so bad, bro. He was lagging all over the gaff. I'm on the right hand side on the inside curb.
Yeah,
He's at the
going-
left side of the curb, and after 1 second, he's at the middle of the trap, put me in a wall.
Yeah, this is going out of the second chicane, isn't it? And then
Indeed. No, he's in a lesbian one. Or lesmo one, if you want to be like specific.
and then yeah. So, but you managed to keep going after that. So
Don't know how. I had a Taliban attack at
he was off
lesbian
in
one.
about 2 walls after that. And then
Yeah, good. I'm glad. So he stays there. He was awful. He was lagging everywhere. He didn't know how to will to a race. I've got another clip of him actually that I might just pop in general now.
No, well, he managed to win the sprint though, despite all of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder why. Look what happened in the sprint on lap 1. I'm about to put it in general. Look at this. Yeah. On lap 1, please. Look what happened here. We're fighting for P2 here, and he goes on to win this race.
Oh yeah, no wait, yeah, I saw this on the lap from that one. Yeah,
That was me P1 way.
Uncle, are we not seeing what he did in that sprint?
yeah.
Terrorist attack. Yeah, he's mad. The fact that he won the sprint
The
and then
blind
that
spot arrows,
Taliban
what are they?
merchant ended
They
up
don't
winning the
exist.
actual race as well. Who won the race? Edward. He was awful. He stunk. I don't know how he won. He was lagging everywhere.
Yeah, is he shouldn't have beating everyone that
What
race.
is however
No, I'm
much
gonna be. I'm
someone
gonna,
lags?
I'm gonna be
based
so
on it.
honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest. This interview is to get my opinion out. I'm happy I went from 9th to 5th. That was a good show considering I got bummed 3 times by the
Okay.
same guy. But yeah, happy days. Hopefully I'll do better next week. And by the way, who's that Ollie guy? Has he like got schizo?
Ollie. Who's Ollie?
Yeah, Ollie, the TP. I think he's at Merck.
Oh, the TP, the
I
AIX TP.
He's mental, you know.
What's up
I was
with him?
DMing him for the seat tonight, yeah. And he kept saying, "Let me think about it," and every 10 minutes kept saying, "Let me think about it." Coming back to me, asking about all my races, my race wins. I'm like, mate, my teammate literally set a 135.2 and then DNF'd both races. And he's asking me like this is a CIA mission. Mate, I put on a fucking show and my teammate was awful.
I can ride my tractor.
You need to stop fucking about it. You need to pick the kids up from school. Well, that's my thoughts.
Alright, let's not think we move on.
Yeah,
Right.
we can move on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to lose mine in a minute. But yeah, I'm happy.
If this
Right.
is proper F1, mate, you're getting like £1 million in fines, mate. That was diabolical.
I'm here to get my opinion out. I'm not going to take any shit from that long.
Yeah, Mohammed
Another
Ben
25K
Sulayem
fine.
is ready to summon you. I think.
Are you ready for something? What?
No, if this is
Yeah,
actually F1.
president, maybe.
Hold on, Jimbo said deserved, by the way, in general. So the clip I just put in him, put him in the gravel. Is
Oh,
he
we're
done?
not enough of this, lad. Enough.
I'm going to knock him out.
Just
Get him
make
out,
your
mate, get him out.
submissions to the FIA.
Sorry, where do I do that?
F2
roles.
report. Oh wait.
Where's that?
Because you're a free agent, are you? You free agent?
Yeah, I am. Well,
I'll
well,
make,
that
I'll make the
Ollie
report
guy-
available for a free agent.
yeah, well, that Ollie guy, yeah, he offered me a contract. I said 1 season, and he said he'd get it sorted, and that was before the race, and I still ain't got a
Right, there
contract
we
yet.
go.
in my
Right. I
DMs,
think
so-
F2 report, you should be able to see it. Kind of. No. I hope. If you
Did the
see
stream
that.
catch the 2 guys bidding it in the pit wall in quali?
I saw that on Devon's
Was that to do with the 5-place penalty?
Premium and someone else.
So there was
Yeah.
there was 4 of us doing our last lap. We were going into it, and these 2 guys in front of me and Devon just binned it into the wall.
Yeah, well, the other
we have a word with Jimbo in
Liam
general,
saw
please?
that on his screen. I was watching someone else, but Liam definitely
Yeah,
saw
because
that.
they were trying to get
Oh
slipstream
yeah,
from everyone.
one was slipstreaming and then he just kind of pulled out. Yeah, yeah. So, well then.
Can we have a word with fucking Jimbo? He's giving it large, even though he's at fault.
No.
No,
Fuck
Jimbo
off, I'm
always
asking you,
gives
Mark.
it large. You should know that now.
I've just got here today.
yeah. You will know it from now on.
Yeah, I'm giving it back, mate. What's Malachi doing here? Fuck off. No. He's going to hate me if he realises it's me.
This interviews have changed real quick.
No, my interview was very clear. I hope there was still a couple of people on the stream.
I
Who's
mean,
Malachi? Oh, is it Kai?
It's from LRL, yeah. Oh no.
Hey, love.
no, we've still got 5 viewers now, so
Give
Oh.
Toby an interview. Give Toby an interview. Pete, shut up.
I wasn't even
Yeah.
speaking. you
Right,
fatty.
Toby, you led the start of the sprint, and then
Yep.
you, well, you
Someone
finished
fucked
8th in
my
the
setup.
race.
That's all I could say.
Well,
No, you tell him.
I changed my setup for the race and I bombed it into turn one because there was, I think it was I don't know who it was, but he was ghosted for brake zone, and then he went like back to normal. So for some reason, my reaction was to lay off the brake, and I just went straight into turn one.
yeah, as well, in the sprint, there's something happened, did it, that sent you backward, or back down the order quite a lot.
I think the Prema, it was Edward. Yeah, that Edward guy wouldn't stop going straight on into turn one.
Yeah,
Like, he'd
the-
always try and
it-
dive on the inside and then just go straight on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
true.
in the race he kind of changed. Like they were just swapping the two leaders, like the whole time. No,
Yeah, he robbed my man Jalen. I saw what he did in Parabolica.
yeah, last corner.
Hashtag
Up the
free man
inside.
Jalen.
Free my Jamaican brother.
No, well, we don't know what the FAA are going to do about all this, though. So
Free my Jamrock merchant, sort him out. Honestly,
no,
robbed of a win. No, I'm
What?
not having it. Robbed of a win. What do you mean, what? A Jamrock?
Hey, let the FA do
Free
the job.
my king.
well,
No,
Okay.
the FIA. Wait, yeah, sorry,
Oh.
where do oh, F2 report? Sorry, I
F2
can see it
report. It's
now.
on there now. Yeah. So
Oh, no.
exotics.
Alright.
You're the only one I haven't
Yeah.
said anything, but
Yeah, what's going on?
you had good pace, but you seem to have a lot of penalties. Did you speed in the pits? That, like you said.
Yeah,
And then,
that was the one issue in the main race. Yeah,
yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I had a pretty solid sprint though, 11th to 3rd.
Yeah,
I think that was
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah, because you also stayed out a bit longer than the other cars, kind of when you pitted.
Which I
believe.
think it would have paid off without the penalty because I did come out ahead of Peach and Rambo, but honestly, I just got caught up in that group for half the main race,
Yeah.
and it just
Yeah, because
ruined me a bit.
Dropbox kind of just like pitted and then got ahead of all of that and then just
Yeah.
controlled it. And then,
My plan
but-
was our plan was to go long, to try and like get ahead and like
Yeah.
have the better tires at the end.
like so they would battle and then you would have new tires and also be ahead.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out in the end. Got caught up in the pack, and it's just how the race goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Well, thank you everybody for
No problem.
today's race, and
Yeah,
we'll,
you're
we will
welcome. You're welcome.
we'll let the FIA and Deep Moon somehow deal with this, and we'll get some.
By the way, you're
results
getting
out of it.
demonetised by all the things he said. By the way, you're getting so
Hashtag
demonetised.
What did I? What have me and Joe done wrong?
What's next race?
Next
doing it wrong.
race, I think, is Kota.
I'll be
Honestly.
there.
Kota
Preset
next.
5 merchant.
Oh no.
It is Kota next week, and
That's actually not bad, to be fair.
then
Preset 5 at Cota's mint.
Toby, I know we do coat of 5 lappers with preset 5. I don't think I'll be doing preset 5, mate. I'd rather make the corners.
Same.
Well, I've just made ticket 0003, and it's all 3 clips of Jimbo being among.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
What you do?
Yeah. Thank you,
Enjoy.
everybody.
Cheers, boss.